Big boy, give us your breakdown and prediction for Benavidez versus Zurdo this Saturday.
For one, I would say I just had a chance to sit with Benavidez. When he said these are two big Mexicans, I thought he was talking about two big Mexicans where he was saying like top of the game, which they are. But the size. And I think that this is going to be one of those fights, bro, where each person has something to prove and something to lose. And it's not going to be one of those hugging matches, we're dancing with each other. I think we're going to see something explosive where somebody's going to get their head knocked off. And if I had to go to anyone, if we're looking for a prediction, I'm Benavidez.
Yeah. Jumping in with Benavidez.
Yeah.
Benavidez.
That's my guy right there. He's a serious contender.
Do you think he's swerving him, Canelo?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, just a blatant straight out swerve. I fancy it.
Yeah, definitely. The man's a boogeyman in one sense. He's like, who is out there to give him a good fight? I don't see anybody out there to give him a good fight. He's that good.
What about Bivol? If Bivol beat Canelo, that'd be an interesting fight, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Benavidez, Dimitri Bivol.
Benavidez and Bivol. I'm still picking Benavidez on that one.
It is quality.
The main event is a great fight, man. Benavidez has always shown the world, the type of fighter he is. I think Zurdo Ramirez is a little more. Sometimes you question his dedication to the sport, his discipline. We've seen a few things that he's, kind of got in trouble, a few things, but so has Benavidez. So both are gonna go out there and do their work. Benavidez is just a dog in the ring. I think Zurdo's more of a technical fighter that has great skills.
I'll get your prediction really quick. Of course, Benavidez versus Zurdo Ramirez.
Benavidez.
Benavidez? Knockout or decision?
I would love to see a knockout. Like, who wouldn't, right? But I would love to see a knockout, especially him moving up. But either way, man, I just want to see him win.
Who do you have? Benavidez or?
Benavidez.
Why?
¿Por qué no?
That's kind of a good point.
Benavidez.
Okay.
What are we talking about?
Who do you got? Benavidez or Ramirez? Who do you got?
I'm taking Benavidez by unanimous decision.
Benavidez. I got Benavidez.
Why?
Because he's from Phoenix, Arizona. Etron Phoenix. Right here. Etron Phoenix. Woo!
Wait, knockout or decision?
I would say decision.
Okay.
I'll say eight
Punches and bunches.
Benavidez over here.
Benavidez.
Benavidez, yeah.
Benavidez.
I say Benavidez knockout in 8.
Your final prediction for the fight.
Final prediction, Max. I'm going to say Benavidez by decision in a good, tough fight, but I think he's going to win something like 117, 111, 118, 110.
Sounds about right. Malik, what about you?
Wow, that was very good of you, Mike, right there. And I would call that very fair. I don't want to go too far with the scorecards and what I think, but I just believe it's going to be fight of the year, and I have Zurdo Ramirez winning by decision.
When the bigger guy wins, Malik, in every example I gave you, it's by knockout. It's always by it's Gomez knocking out Zarate, Sanchez knocking out Gomez, Hopkins knocking out Trinidad, McCallum knocking out Curry. I like Benavidez, just like Mike said, by a tough decision. I even like, Mike, your scores. It'll be wild.
When a fully energized, tattoo-free David Benavidez stepped up to the microphone, looking healthier than he has in years, the entire narrative suddenly shifted. Now we're looking at a massive 25-pound question mark, unified cruiserweight titles on the line, and the unavoidable presence of Canelo Alvarez watching closely from ringside.
David Benavidez. Why not? The Mexican monster. And he's really got to obviously gain the Mexican fan base, but taking fights like this, taking risks like he's taking, and let's be honest, Canelo ducking him for as long as he's ducked him, he could potentially do that, especially when Canelo retires. Canelo's going to be at the fight tomorrow. By the time you guys see this, maybe it's fight day. So that dynamic's a little interesting, although I don't think David Benavidez can get back down to 168 now, especially him moving to cruiserweight. But here's how I see this fight. I see this fight like I see a lot of David Benavidez fights, which is the fight being early rounds relatively close, right? Like relatively competitive fight up into the middle part of the fight. There will be a big X factor. What does David Benavidez look like at cruiserweight? I'm talking volume. I'm talking gas tank. I'm talking power. You have to question it because Benavidez is not a one-punch power puncher like that. He's not a one-punch KO artist. He is a volume puncher. He's a guy that puts punches together in bunches and throughout the fight wears you down and breaks you. Can he do that at cruiserweight? Can he do that to a bigger cruiserweight like Zurdo, who is a good boxer, who will...
The official weigh-in created a huge reaction across the boxing world. Benavidez came in at a comfortable 196.8 pounds, well under the 200-pound cruiserweight limit, instantly grabbing everyone's attention.
WBA cruiserweight champion of the world, Gilberto Zurdo Zurdo Ramirez weighs right in at the limit of 200 pounds. And now, ladies and gentlemen, with a record of 31 wins and no losses, 25 knockouts, the undefeated challenger, the current light heavyweight champion of the world, El Monstruo Mexicano, David Benavidez. David Benavidez weighs in at 196.8 pounds. 196.8.
For years, fans have seen him push his body to the extreme to make 168 pounds, often entering the ring looking completely drained before rehydrating. This time, things were different. There was no harsh weight cut, no exhausted look, and no signs of struggle. Instead, he appeared relaxed, focused, and full of energy. Analysts now believe that skipping the brutal weight cut may have unlocked a higher stamina version of Benavidez, something fans haven't seen since his early days. He's no longer forcing his body to fit a division. He's fighting at a more natural weight, and that could make him even more dangerous. But not everyone is convinced. Boxing legends Julio Cesar Chavez and Oscar de la Hoya.
Look, you're moving up 25 pounds in weight to fight this weekend. What makes you believe you are ready to make that jump at this point in your career?
You know, just because I'm ready for this. I've been calling the biggest and best fights because I know I'm 100% ready in my heart. You see the belts behind me. After this weekend, I'm going to have 2 more to my collection, and that's going to have a total of 8 world titles. So I'm just really happy to be here in this opportunity to be able to perform at the highest level in front of my fans. Cinco de Mayo weekend is going to be a party.
David, you know you're always welcome on the show, man. Thank you for being here. Let me ask you this. You're taking this fight. Is it because you wanted this fight in this cruiserweight and add the 2 belts to your collection more so that, or is it because of the amount of people that have been ducking you through the super middleweight division, light heavyweight, et cetera, et cetera? Which one was it more?
Yeah, that's exactly why I went up to the cruiserweight division, because I had all these people ducking me. I was supposed to fight Dimitri Bivol for all the world titles at 175. He couldn't get that fight, so now we're fighting Zurdo Ramirez. And, you know, like I said, I'm just trying to get the biggest and best fights and make